Was our second week better than our first?
Absolutely. More Australian animals seen, some more things bought and purchased for our new life in the Pilbara, and some beautiful weather in Mandurah, and a few rainy days to navigate. But overall, we've had an absolutely amazing week in Mandurah, full of positive surprises.
Stick around if you'd like to see what Mandurah is like and for any tips on starting your Australian life.
So we went to a place called Creery Wetlands in the hope that we would see a very famous Australian animal.
It was a beautiful place. We set off, we didn't know what to expect. I potentially should have sprayed some mosquito spray.
Yep. We're learning Australian ways.
Yeah, got 3 bites and on my legs, and I was wearing leggings and they went through. Nobody else got bitten, so it was fine for you guys.
So we went in the hope of seeing a kangaroo. We did 20 minutes of wandering, and then we saw some in the distance, and we did have a good look. But then we kept going and walking onwards, and then we saw some up really, really close.
Yeah.
So that was really special to see those in the wild somewhat. It was in a reserve. It was a fenced area, so they were safe, but somewhat of the wild.
Yeah, and they were our first kangaroos that we ever spotted.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Only a few metres away. Oh, look at that rabbit. That's huge. Oh, did you see it? Oh, my goodness.
That was a massive wild rabbit.
That was huge. So we saw the kangaroos, and that was absolutely amazing. It was just tremendous to see those, wasn't it? The kids loved it. They were trying to feed the kangaroos grass. Not sure what the kangaroos ate, but we decided to try and keep them away.
No, I've learned since that they do actually eat
the
grass.
grass.
Yeah, they
so
would
they
have
were
done.
Right,
yeah, but yeah, they were doing it like they would the horses in back
UK.
in the UK. Yeah, so they were there getting the long grass. That was quite cute.
Also in Mandurah, if you go to the information centre on the foreshore, they have a giants hunt. So an artist has created 5. There's a secret one, but we haven't told him that one. 5 giants. That's a really nice thing to do. The days, maybe it's not sunny enough to go to the beach, but it's not raining either. You know, get the kids. Hey, did you see it? Did you see the rabbit there? Go. Did you see it? Wow. A couple of giants in that day, and then we saw another 2 later on in the week.
Yeah.
On seeing our 4th one, we did discover that the 5th one is in Perth.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to leave that one until, we go back up there towards my time for induction. So yeah, we've seen 4 of the Mandurah Giants, which the kids loved doing. It was great exercise. It was nice to see the different areas and even like the forestry and the animals that you saw while doing
walks,
that. Like doing the 4th one, we saw another kangaroo.
Yeah, we did. We saw lots of wildlife, and the walks were really easy as well. To be fair, like we managed to take the pram with us. So like they're not too adventurous, are they? No. Like I think the longest one was maybe like half an hour, and that was with us
with
going
a 2-year-old. Yeah, the Mandurah Giants was a nice activity.
Yeah, definitely. On our rainy days, we kind of filled that with shopping. Mandurah surprised me.
Yeah,
there was a really big shopping mall. We weren't thinking, we're going to Mandurah, let's do like shopping for where we're going to live in the Pilbara. But when the rainy days came, the shopping mall was absolutely huge. So we went to, where did we go? We went to House, Bed Bath and Table.
Yeah, they're really good.
Lots of like shops that I know they don't have up where we're going. Yeah. So we bought some bedding, and with people's advice on cotton count and all of these kind of things for living in warmer conditions. So that was really useful. So we bought quite a bit, and we bought that much that you ended up having to drive up to Perth to put it all in storage, like a car full of stuff. And we also went to Rebound as well. So.
Yeah, Rebound was really good. What we liked about it was it was good for the kids, and they had a soft play centre, and they could have like meals which weren't ridiculously priced. We got a coffee, but they had activities for the adults as well. So we were having a go at trampolining and jumping. And
did we go there twice?
Went there twice.
Yeah, we went there twice. It was really good value for money. They did an offer on certain days of the week.
I think it's Monday to Thursdays was $38 for all 4 of us.
And there was no time limit either.
9 till 1, which with a 2 and a 4-year-old is no time limit.
Yeah. So that was really good.
We hired some bikes.
We did.
Which was really worth it. That was a really nice activity.
Yeah, and it's really flat, so you can just cycle along the rivers and the canals. On our bike ride, we saw some dolphins again.
We saw some dolphins
in the river.
Yeah, that was, and some more dolphins, and they were really up close because we were cycling by the river.
Yeah,
it wasn't quite. They were in the sea. They were in the river, and we were stood on the edge of the river. So that was really nice, and the kids were quiet.
Yeah, the kids absolutely loved sitting in the, what is it called?
Trailer.
Like a little trailer. We didn't know if they'd like it because they're lower down and they're not involved on the bikes, but they absolutely love that.
They love that, yeah.
Definitely something we would do again. And then we also went on the pirate ship.
The pirate ship, the Mandurah pirate ship. That was really good.
I
really enjoyed it. Seeing the houses. The houses on that route were stunning.
Yeah, if only we could afford one of them. you were there looking up house prices.
Can we get one of these? Put the lottery on.
Not a chance. But that was lots of fun for the kids. And Jack and Noah both. Yeah, they rang the bell. They were like at the front, like thinking they were steering the ship, and there were pirate music. Another day when it was a little bit rainy, we went swimming with the kids as well. So that was really nice. Again, it was fairly cheap compared to the UK. And all four of us. I can't remember how much it was. Something I don't think it was much more than $20, was it? I think it was less. I think it was like $14, $15 for all four of us to go swimming for as long as we wanted. One thing we did find, we don't know if it was swimming or whether it's just the water in WA and we're still getting used to it, but our skin has been really, really dry.
Yeah.
Where you can like see a white coat of dryness.
The kids, I don't think have done so bad, have they?
No, not so much, but it's us too. We are, I think there's something in the water, and to be honest, I think I can smell chlorine in the water. So when I'm washing my face and things, so that's something that I guess is WA wide. Like I know it varies from place to place.
We'll be asking the condition to the UK.
Yeah.
Like I don't imagine people who've lived here all their lives have dry skin.
Yeah.
It's definitely something with our bodies are just not adapting.
Anybody that is moving to
regional,
like probably Port Hedland, because one thing that we found really, really useful is to go to a Harvey Norman. So we went to one in Mandurah and it was a really big Harvey Norman. We were testing out the mattresses and the beds and we just did a really good look around. And what we did was we rang Harvey Norman up in Port Hedland and said, these are the things we'd like. And I was on the phone the first time for about an hour. I don't know if it's the manager or somebody that works there, but he was really nice. So helpful, and he basically ordered everything in for us. And if there was an alternative version that, even if it was better quality but it was more money, he'd like price match and things, and he could get everything ordered in either through their warehouse, or I think the bed we picked would take like 3 or 4 weeks, but once they get it in, they just keep it in the warehouse. We've arranged delivery for like the second day that we're there, so that was incredible, and he was so helpful for that. And then I think we went back again and did the same with a few electrical items.
Added on a few things,
a few things. It was another 45-minute phone call of like other things that we decided like that would sort while we were here. Again, just a couple of days where the weather wasn't great, so that was really good use of time.
So for anyone moving regional, I recommend you look at what banks there are in that area. I went with HSBC because I like the cashback deal.
And that's it's really good in the fact that every time you spend, you see the cashback immediately. So that is quite good about it.
And you can open that bank account from the UK. Yeah. So it's really good. But as I came over, they had a $5,000 limit that I could do per day. So I needed to increase that limit. But to increase the limit, you have to go into branch. Well, at the time, we were in Mandurah, which is a long way away from the nearest branch, which is in Perth. Yeah. So I had to drive all the way up to Perth to sign off the limit change, and then we came all the way back down. And so I've had a look in Port Hedland, and there's a Commonwealth Bank. So that's going to be my main bank from now on, because if I have to go into branch, there's just no chances.
There's not. So. And the reason that we needed the balance transfer to be so high is because we wanted to buy a car,
which we have done successfully.
Yeah, but again, a little different from the UK. They don't recommend that you buy on your card. So I think if we were to just use the card, put your PIN in, you wouldn't have had that balance.
Was it a 0.5% charge? There was a charge. When you're spending $71,000 on a car is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we did a transfer.
We did do a transfer, but so the reason we needed to go all the way up to HSBC.
Yeah, so we bought a Toyota Fortuner, however you want to say it, which we're really happy with. We really like. We didn't go for the Prado because of the price, and I'm not sure day to day we need a car that big. But we still wanted something big enough to try and live a Pilbara lifestyle, go out on the roads, go out through the Pilbara, perhaps tow a caravan, go long distances, try and immerse ourselves in the lifestyle that we haven't ever done. in the UK.
But we're going to learn.
We're going to learn. We're going to find friends. We're going to learn to fish.
I think the kids will be really interested in that.
The kids
as well.
love it. The kids are loving the fishing.
And the department are going to ship up the car for us as well, so that's really helpful. So it does need to go back to the garage to get a bull bar fitted and a radio and a spotlight. So we're going to do that before we get it sent up to Port Hedland.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you have the time today, click on the next video that pops up on screen now, as it was most definitely a fun day out for us.
Thank you for watching. Bye.